Hello, Scorpio, or those watching for a Scorpio. Now, I'm so sorry, Scorpio. I don't know what it is about your sign, but I always seem to get difficult things with your sign. Like, I always seem to pick up on the negative side of Scorpio energy rather than the positive side. And Scorpios, you can be absolutely beautiful, protective, warm, like very family orientated, brave, organized. Like, you've got so many good qualities, but for some reason, it's the scary Scorpios that I'm picking up on today. So I am so sorry to those lovely Scorpios. Potentially, there's two sides to every story, so you can work out who you are in this. But the two songs that you got through, the first, I didn't get anything intuitively for you as well. And I actually, all right, I'm going to go full story time. So I was picking up on a very, very difficult energy in Taurus's reading, I think it was, and I got so angry with this person. I think it was Taurus. I'm not 100% sure now, and it wasn't the Taurus that it was somebody they were dealing with, and it was somebody who was basically gaslighting them, and they went. I keep on getting my throat's closing up already. Can you hear this? Somebody's dealing with an awful person. It's like this person's gaslighting them, making them think they're going crazy, provoking them. It's like a narcissist. I keep getting all this stuff about narcissism on my new, like, suggested to me on YouTube. So somebody's dealing with an absolute one, and I know because of that Taurus reading, I know the thumbprint of this energy, and I recognize this energy when it comes through. And I was watching one of Awakening to Spirits readings yesterday. She's a brilliant tarot card reader. She's like one of my favorite readers. And it was the Pisces reading. So completely different sign, but I recognized this energy when it came through, and she was the same. She was like, she got so angry on behalf of the person who was being manipulated. And I was like, I know that energy, that's the same energy that I was dealing with in that other reading. And then I'm not saying it's your energy, by the way, but potentially, right? Or it's an energy that's also affecting your sign. It's coming through, and I don't know, it seems to be going through different signs. So I finished that reading, watching that reading by Awakening to Spirit, and I felt like that energy was in the air. It feels like a very powerful negative energy. And I went out, and my cat was on the landing, and she was freaking out, absolutely freaking out. So I tried to settle her down, I tried to calm her down, and she, you can see here, so she just went for me, like no reason. She was just in a really freaked out mood. So I'm covered in scratches from, like, see there as well, I'm covered in scratches from it, like, just, she wasn't even like attacking me, she was just really scatty. And like, I don't know, she's had difficulties in her life, though. This is the thing, she's and I'm telling you this story because it may have some bearing on your own life or your own reading or somebody that you're dealing with. So she bless her, she has a little stumpy tail, and she has scars on her head because she was attacked. I don't know what by or anything like that. She came to us, we kind of adopted her. So I don't know a huge amount about what happened to her before she came to us, but she's obviously had some sort of trauma in her life, and I think every now and again it kind of plays up for her, and so something must have triggered it. And I don't know if it was in relation to this energy, I feel like it was, or if it was something else, but I don't know. I calmed her down. I persevered with her because I recognised that she was acting out of character, that she was agitated. So even though she scratched me, I didn't react. I didn't shout at her or anything like that. I just carried on, like, calming her down and stroking her. And eventually, she let me pick her up, and I cuddled her, and she purred. And so I responded to her fear with kindness. So maybe that's a lesson for somebody, responding to fear with kindness rather than anger. And again, my throat really feels really itchy and like it's closing up. So I feel like whoever's dealing with this very, very negative energy could be finding it really difficult to talk, really difficult to kind of stand up for themselves, or this negative energy is like manipulating the words, or it just feels really like manipulative, like borderline sociopathic, like not the sort of person you'd want to deal with. For example, one of the videos that kind of keeps coming up for me at the moment is The Invisible Man, the movie with Elizabeth Shue, where she's dealing with this kind of like complete narcissistic sociopath. But it's like they turn it back on you and they make you feel like you're the bad person. So, Scorpio, I don't know what's going to come through for this reading, and I have to be 100% honest. I don't know if this is going to be for you, or if this is going to be helping somebody deal with that narcissistic person. So if it's not relevant to you, don't worry. I'm not intentionally calling out all Scorpios and saying you're all horrible people. It's not true. I know plenty of lovely Scorpios. Just unfortunately, this energy has decided it's coming in right now for your reading. Questions about that. So I think I didn't get anything intuitively through for you. I feel like I'm supposed to do this right now because somebody needs help out there. So again, if it's not your reading, leave it for whoever's reading it is, because somebody's dealing with this person and they really need to kind of hear it. After that reading, I kind of closed out that energy. I kind of asked my guides to remove that energy, to distance me from it, I didn't want it affecting me. But so I didn't get anything through intuitively. I think I closed off intuitively from that energy to kind of protect myself. But as I'm coming into your reading, it's coming back up again. So I'm going to deal with it, close it out. I feel like it's meant to come through. One of the songs that you got was Copycat by Billie Eilish. It is coming through as the scorpionic energy. Copycat trying to, what is it, cut my glamour. Watch your back when you can't watch mine. Don't be precious. It's like very like, oh, don't be precious. It's coming through as that person. You've committed a new crime. I would hate to see you go, hate to be the one that told you so. It's like that fake niceness, like nice to your face, but actually it's like, oh, I'm so sorry that I've done this thing that's caused you to, I don't know, lose your job. Or it's like, it's very false. It's coming through very manipulative, and I love that song, right? I love that song, but what I'm getting from it today is really kind of it's like somebody who wants to be in charge, wants to be the boss, wants to have control of the situation, wants to be the leader, wants to be the trendsetter, and really taking advantage of someone smaller. So the other energy that's coming through is somebody almost quite naive, almost like emulating success, perhaps. So coming in and being like, right, who's successful here? Oh, Scorpio's successful. Okay, I'm going to emulate what they do because that's clearly how you become successful. So they're coming in a kind of learning capacity, a naive capacity. But Scorpio's like, I don't think so. So maybe this is you, I don't know. But it is coming through as hugely negative scorpionic energy, because I asked for clarification on Copycat and I got Lily by Alan Walker. Now somebody could be called Lily, or I don't know, Alan or Walker, but Lily is a name that comes up quite often, and that song in particular has been coming up for me quite a lot the last week or so. So Lily, you'll be safe under my control. Very scorpionic. You'll be safe under my control, like stick with me kid kind of thing. But it's like, all that Scorpio, they could turn on them, right? It's just coming through as very like almost like predatory, walking on thin ice, watch your back, let me in. I feel sick coming into this energy. So definitely not a reading I want to do, definitely an energy I don't want to be dealing with. However, I feel like somebody is going to get something they really need to hear, I think, out of this reading. So I'm going to sort of stop there. Hopefully, I wouldn't mind shaking off the energy and doing a completely different Scorpionic reading, but we'll see what we get. I was even getting something this morning on the songs that were playing when I woke up, something potentially somebody could be in a relationship with somebody, trying to leave it. And this is what I mean about the manipulation and the emotional control and the emotional abuse that this person does. Somebody could be trying to exit a relationship, but this person is either saying they're pregnant or has intentionally got pregnant in order to stop this person from leaving. It's like, well, you can't leave me, I'm pregnant. Oh, you can't leave me and the baby. But they've not done it there's like plan, there's like design behind it. And that's not to say, I don't want everybody to assume that, you know, again, this is meant to be a general reading, but it's going to be for, I feel like, a very, very specific person or group. So don't necessarily take that as 100%. You know your situation best. I kind of don't want to be like, I don't know, it's almost like Billie Jean, right? Billie Jean's not my lover, she's just a girl who says that I'm the one. The kid's not my son. So, right, okay. The best song, please. I'm going to randomise you a song on camera now. Scorpio, the people coming to the Scorpio reading today, what is the best song to explain their situation, please? Karma, please. Whoa, there you go. Well, it's whoever's acting badly. And this is what I'm picking up on. And I think this is why so many readers are picking up on this thumbprint energy, this blueprint energy, because it's like divine justice is coming in now, especially since we've had that shift from very controlling Saturn in Capricorn energy, that kind of you'll be safe under my control, into the more liberal Aquarian energy. You know, the planets are shifting there. I think it is like divine justice is coming in now, karma's coming in, people are going to reap what they've sown during that Saturnine period. So let me have a think about that song. This is what you get. This is what you get when you mess with us. I mean, that's very Scorpionic energy you get again. So this is what you get when you mess with us. I'm just trying to think if I get any more lyrics from that song. You can go away and listen to it or look up the lyrics, see if there's anything there that jumps out at you. Again, I feel super sick. It's like somebody could be like going to court to face this person, and this person's like making out like they're gonna win, they know everything, they've got all the like, there's no point fighting with me, I'm in the right, you're in the wrong. And they've like almost manipulated this person to the point where they really do genuinely feel like they're in the wrong, but they're standing up for themselves, like almost like going to court, it feels like, or going to confront this person in some way, but they feel so sick, and like their throat closes up, like this. Oh, you got cake as well. I will survive by cake this morning. So again, that feeling of not being able to speak properly. If this is you and you're dealing with this person, like, I don't even need to say good luck, because karma's on your side. Okay, no matter what happens, you're going to be okay, and this person's going to get their divine justice. You know, they're going to reap what they've sown, and it's like the universe is coming in, like airlifting you out of this situation. Like, you're going to be okay. But like, if this is your situation and you're thinking, yeah, this is relevant, do go and watch the Awakening to Spirit Pisces reading for this week, because she's got more stuff there. So I don't know what's going to come through. I don't know if it's going to be on this or if it's going to be completely different. It's going to be for the people coming to the reading, not necessarily Scorpio. Gorgeous Scorpio energy. Mum, hi, if you're out there listening to this, I'm so sorry that this energy is coming again and is kind of taking over your reading, because it's not fair. I'm going to tune into the energies, and we're going to see what we get. All right, back in a minute, guys. Okay, I'm actually deep breathing. I'm like trying to deal with this energy, and I was saying it makes me feel sick, and it literally says that in that song, Karma Police Arrest, what is it, they're making me feel ill. And they also say, I've given all I can, it's not enough. So they're the words that popped out to me from that song. Right, okay, we're gonna deal with this. Again, the universe feels like the universe is on the side of I feel like it was that one and not the other. Open to infinite possibility. Funny that I'm talking about, I like envisioning like the universe, the planets, the stars, and the starfish card comes out. I just want to check if there's anything else that needs to come out here. Is there anything else that needs to come out here for Scorpio or the people coming to the Scorpio reading today? Last chance. Anything else for Scorpio? The parrot. Oh, and no, not the turkey. That's an interesting one. I'm going to show you that one. Scarab Beetle, magic works through you, but that's not what I'm guided to take. I'm going to split the deck. We're going to see what's on the bottom. Again, the cards. It's like there's interference. So I don't know if this person actually does do like magic stuff or tarot or some kind of spirituality where their energy is very, very strong and interfering with like canary. Yeah, there you go. Sing your own song. Sing your own song. Don't let this person manipulate you. Don't let them put words in your mouth. I am asking my guides to make sure that we get the best possible message through. I'm asking them to block this other energy. So let's see. So sing your own song, open to the infinite possibility, and watch your words. Oh my God, parrot spirit, copycat. You can't, literally cannot make it up. Copycat, watch your words, parrot spirit. I feel like this person is literally putting words into somebody's mouth. Right, okay. And I feel like that's to me as well. I feel like it's like, watch your words, be really extra careful, because I ask for my little mantra at the start of every reading. Again, I'm not particularly religious, but I know that I have an energy which I refer to as Archangel Michael. It's just, you've got to identify energy somehow. So I say, Archangel Michael, guide my cards, guide my hands, guide my interpretation and my voice, so the best possible message can come through that will do the most good. So I feel like when I do a reading, I really do release control to the universe so that the messages come through me rather than it being my own interpretation. I try and release control as much as possible to kind of make sure that the message is as authentic as possible. But this feels to me like it's like there is an energy that's interfering here. So be extra careful about what you're saying. And that's to me. So God knows what's happening to the person that this is affecting. 59. And it's like, pay attention maybe to what I'm saying. Do I say anything in this reading that sounds like that energy, that person? I'm hearing words in my mouth. Okay. So 59. I'm really nervous, actually. Again, trying to just release the negative energies. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out towards the horizon, do you open up to the infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunity beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone, while I'm doing that right now, to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith. For miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that Starfish Spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. Now, Jupiter has just moved into Aquarius. So what that means is that Jupiter is a sign of abundance, of opportunity, of good fortune, of luck. It's a very... they're showing me pregnancy again. A baby grows in the stomach expands as the baby grows, so it's like growth potential. There's a huge amount of potential with a baby. So just making sure that I'm getting everything. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet in this reading. Again, I'm watching my words. Somebody could be in the spotlight. It does feel like blessing. So just know that the universe has got your back at the moment. If you've been acting in good karma, if you've been acting... Okay, so now I'm getting a message that there could be some kind of blackmail going on. There could be some kind of... they just said, I know what you did last summer. It could be that somebody is... now they're showing me twin mirror, which is not twin mirror, sorry. It's... what's it called? I played it recently. Tell Me Why. It's a computer game called Tell Me Why. And it's these two twins, and they... when they're young... like, spoilers, if you haven't played this game or you want to play this game, big spoiler coming up, so just skip ahead a minute if you don't want to hear this. But basically the storyline is that when these two children are young, they kind of one of them commits a crime and the other one covers it up for them. So it's something like that. Like this is the storyline that's coming through for me. It's like perhaps somebody's done something which is a crime, possibly minor crime, possibly something major, but it's like this other person knows, or this other person has covered it up, but now they're using it and holding it over them. So that's for somebody. But I think if that is your situation, do you want to continue with this person holding this over your head, or do you think it's better to maybe speak to a lawyer and find out exactly, because this person, it's like it feels like grooming as well. It's like, you know, when people like are grooming, it's like oh, don't tell anyone because they'll think bad things of you. You know, like they'll say, well, why did you do it? You know, these horrible things that people say to manipulate the victim, to keep them quiet. This is what it is. It's manipulation to keep this person quiet, I think. Again, could be different storylines for different people here, but I'm going to say what I pick up on. So it's like possibly an accomplice, right? Where it's like you've done something and now this person's holding it over your head. But if they're your accomplice, you can also reverse that and hold it back over their head for a start. But also I think probably go the legitimate route, get a lawyer or a solicitor or an advisor to kind of say, well, what actually is the situation here? What's the reality of this situation? God, I feel so sick because I think you don't want to let that person hold whatever it is over your head. I don't know why I keep touching the parrot card as I'm talking about this. Piracy, like modern piracy. Let's keep going. I don't like this reading. I'm at that point right now where I'm like, I don't even want to put this reading up because I feel like I am copycatting, right? Like I literally feel like I'm copycatting Awakening to Spirits reading. But if you go and look back, you can see that I did that. I think it was in Taurus's reading where I picked up on this energy first, and it's been coming through for a while. So it's like the way that in readers, right, just to kind of explain. So there's the collective, right, where all tarot card readers who are intuitive as well are all hooked up to this kind of network. It's like a psychic network, if you want to put it that way, where we're all kind of receiving these messages, which people often refer to as downloads. And I feel like I kind of get drip fed stuff. So I get hints at things come through over time. So I've kind of got a catalogue of things in my head that are like themes that I know are happening, but I don't necessarily know which reading I need to put them into. And then sometimes I'll get something that'll come through and I'll be like, right, that's the trigger to now talk about this thing that I'm picking up on. So I've got stuff that I've been picking up on all year. I've got stuff that I pick up more recently, like themes that come up. So I can say something in one of my readings and then I can see other readers post after me and saying the same thing. It's synchronicities. So that's the reason why you'll often find tarot card readers are repeating what other tarot card readers have said, because we're all picking up on the same things. So sometimes it happens before my readings, sometimes it happens after my readings. But I do say whatever comes through, and I hate it if it makes me feel like I'm the person being the copycat, but I'm not. I'm talking about this energy that I'm legitimately picking up on, and I have been picking up on for the last couple of weeks. I would say it's been dripping into the readings, and as I say, I've been seeing all these videos about narcissism. I'm so hot right now, like really, really hot. So yeah, it makes me nervous. My voice is closing up again. It makes me nervous to put these videos up because I feel vulnerable, because it makes me feel like people are going to turn around and say, oh, she's just repeating what that other person said, she's copycatting. No, I'm putting this up, and it takes bravery to do this. It takes bravery to be like, I'm aware of what people might say about this reading. I'm aware how this could be interpreted, but to do it anyway. And there's quite often in my readings things come up and I think I don't really want to talk about this. It wasn't my plan to talk about these things on YouTube, but I asked for the most important message to come through that's going to do the most good. And if whoever's giving me the download says, right, well, now it's time to talk about this, and we're also going to get other people to all talk about this as well, then it's time. It's like this person could literally be going to court this week, which is why we're all talking about this, because that person needs the universal support. So there you go. It's going up come what may. Come what may. Watch your words. What are you saying to yourself? What message are you repeating? Is it something that makes you feel good about yourself and reminds you of your strengths and potential? Parrots mimic the sounds around them, and when parrot spirit appears, it's time to be more mindful of your self-talk and its qualities. What do you say to others? Are you repeating what you truly believe? Okay. Remembering to speak with light and love can become a habit. Be generous with compliments and thanks. Affirming all that is good, so that your loving, healing words will be heard throughout the jungle, cutting through the noise and inspiring others. Listen for the words that remind you of all the strength, abundance, and joy in your life and in the world around you, and then repeat them, affirming what is real, true, and nurturing to the soul. The universe will reflect back to you the story you tell. Words matter, so choose ones that lift you up and inspire others to remember that beauty surrounds us. Okay, so a few things from this. Firstly, a reminder to me as a tarot card reader that what we say manifests. So manifesting you support from the universe, and manifesting you karmic justice, and manifesting you the confidence to get out of situations where people have been unfair to you. Secondly, if people have said bad things to you and knocked your confidence, again, going back to this narcissistic behavior, again, throat closing up, I'm so sorry. Going back to this person who does gaslighting, again, go and look up gaslighting and narcissists and find out, and listen and think, is this my person? It's the sort of person who they never take, it's never their fault. Never their fault. It's always something you've done that's caused them to act that way, that kind of thing. So they'll often pin the blame on you, or knock your confidence. Also, they may give you compliments, but I was watching a video about gaslighting, and it's like the compliments they give you, the things that they praise you for, benefit them. So for example, if this was a boss, they'll be like, oh, you work so hard, because it benefits them when you work so hard. So be aware of what they're complimenting you, and what are they criticizing. Are they criticizing things like your appearance? Because say you're in a relationship with somebody like this, do they say things like, oh yeah, that dress is really sexy, but you know what, people might think you're a bit of a slut if you go out like that. It's like, no, wear that dress for me because I really like it, but I don't want you to go out like that because you might attract other people's attention. You might leave me for somebody else. So you see the way that they basically break down your confidence, creating codependency, while also simultaneously building up your confidence in the things that benefit them. So you could be dealing with someone like this, and they won't accept any criticism or blame. They will reverse it on you. It's your fault I acted that way. Well, if you hadn't wound me up, I wouldn't have done this. Well, if you hadn't done this. So does that sound familiar? In which case you may also be, if your confidence has been absolutely hammered into the ground, you may find that, you are going to have difficulty speaking up. You are going to have difficulty finding the words to explain your situation if this person is literally trying to drive you crazy, right? They keep you in a state of mental confusion, of mental turmoil, so that you can't think clearly, so that you can't communicate what exactly this person is doing. If you are dealing with somebody like this, I really highly recommend keeping a diary about the things that they do, because they're so sly and so manipulative that it's really difficult to explain to other people outside the relationship what's happening, because they project this image externally where everything's fine. It's like, perfect Instagram life, happy smiling kids, all this kind of thing, but on the underlying it's not happy. There's probably arguments or it doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. So if you're in that situation, you know, because it doesn't feel good. It might feel brilliant to the narcissist, right? They probably don't even realize anything's wrong. But ow, oh, pain in my stomach. So I don't know if that's relevant to anyone. Ow. Yeah, watch what you say to yourself in those situations, because they'll have knocked your confidence, they'll have broke you down so much that you probably say horrible things to yourself. Well, I'm not worth anything better, this person's right. But no, they're giving me, I think it's Sia who's controversial this week, but better than diamonds, better than gold. So I'm going to write that down and look up that song. Wait, hang on, no, I've got it. I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need your money as long as I keep dancing. Sorry, singing it really badly. Try not to be loud as well because it's quite early and my neighbours are probably still sleeping. So, see, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight as long as I can feel the beat. So that is for somebody. I don't need your money, and that could be the control, right? It could be, again, if it's a boss controlling you through money, saying you know, no, inheritance has been coming through for me for a long time. Again, I think Cindy mentioned this, so I'm going to say, I'm not going to like outright be like, oh, you know, I've had no influence. If other people have influenced this, I'm going to say. But I did see, I think Cindy did mention something to do with inheritance as well. And this has been coming through for me for quite a while. You can go back and watch my videos. It's something that keeps coming up, something inheritance issues. But it could be like, I'm going to cut you out the will. I'm going to cut you out the will if you don't do what I want you to do. So again, like go and speak to a lawyer in that case, which is what Cindy advised as well. You'll be safe under my control. I'll keep a roof over your head. It could be things like, you know, I'll keep food. You know, you'll be safe under my control. I've got a roof over your head, food on your table. You've got nothing to worry about. What are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? This person may have said this to you. Watch your words. There's no love there, is there? If it's, well, I feel so sick. There's no love there with that person because they're not loving you, they're controlling you, they're owning you. Like, don't be bought. Right, come on, more for this person, please. What are we doing? Come on, universe, we've got to airlift this person out of the situation. And you know, it starts by building up your confidence again, taking ownership, realizing that you don't need, you know, outside influences don't actually affect your inner world, or they don't have to. You've got control over what you allow in and what you block out. It's all about distancing yourself, and it doesn't have to be literally, it can be emotionally taking a step back from a situation, cognitively, you know, taking a step back so you've got clarity to think, you know, maybe just taking those moments of peace where you are alone to kind of properly process and think through, and make sure you're being authentic to yourself and what you need and what you know, and don't let other people's words twist your truth around. Sing your own song, right, Canary Spirit? Okay, let's keep going. Can we get some more advice, please? What else do people need to do? Can we get the protection message? I would like the protection message, please. Thank you. Peace there on the bottom. This is what you want, right? If you're in a relationship where there's no peace, whether that's work or family or, you know, a partnership with somebody, and there's no peace, then you deserve better, and you do, right? You do deserve better than that. Go the distance. So let's read the protection message, which is what I asked for. 47. Essential meanings: endurance, strength, the long haul. Yeah, okay. Do you feel as if you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of a desert, you picture parched lips, sunburnt skin and mirages, but there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Expend your energy, watch your words. Listen to the call of your soul, because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what's not important. Wow. Let's get one more. Yeah, so it's like, also that's, I think people underestimate how much strength they actually have sometimes, because if you are in some kind of difficult situation or difficult relationship where things have been bad for a long time, think how strong you are to have survived in that place for so long. Like, not everybody can do that, and you have, right? You are like that polar bear spirit, that hard, like perseverance, like strong, like there's so much strength there, so you've got enough strength to persevere and to get out of the situation. You've got the strength to do what you need to do, and you know you have. Okay, you may just have to really dig deep into those internal resources. But what did they say in that song? I've given all I can. I've given all I can. It's like one more burst of energy, and the finish line is like literally so close there. But do get help. Do speak to people, anyone you can speak to. Like, and this is another problem as well, where if you are in a difficult relationship, if you are in an abusive relationship where somebody's been gaslighting you, controlling you, where you're dealing with a narcissist, they will sever connections with other people because they want you, they're trying to control you, and they know that outside influences, outside connections are a support, is a safety line for you, right? So they could have been, it's like the sort of person they could be like, your friend, that really good friend that you've had in school for years, she's been there by your side. I think she's jealous of you. I think she's copying your style. I think she's trying to steal what's yours. Or they may even say things like, oh, your best friend, yeah, I think she was flirting with me. Just loads of different things, loads of little small things where they gradually break those connections from family, friends, other connections where you may be able to escape, right? So if you look at your relationship and you think, yes, this person has been doing this, then know how strong and how important those links are, and that's why they're trying to break them down. So you may find that you've not got many places to go to for support. You may have burnt some bridges. Normally people will be more than willing to get you out of that relationship, because a lot of the time the people on the outside can see what's been happening. So it is worth trying to reach out to people. If you really don't feel like you can do that, do go to support services. In the UK, we have Shelter, which can help with temporary accommodation. We've got support lines like what's it called? Citizens Advice in the UK. So there will be charities and support groups who are able to kind of advise you on how to get out of the situation, and see a lawyer if you need to. Okay, let's keep going. There will always be people willing to help. You just have to find them, and you deserve it. Quite a lot here. Oh god, yeah. Look at that world card again. People keep getting that. You're out of this world. Oh, you're out of this world, Scorpio, or the people coming to this reading. You are out of this world. So we've got the broken heart, right? Things didn't go the way you wanted them to go. Things, it's like I'm getting a sense of like remembering the good times, like the nostalgia for the good times, but actually knowing, I think possibly they're showing me the yin yang sign breaking into. You thought this was your soulmate, but you're realizing the truth of the situation now. You're realizing that there was deceit there. Perhaps somebody was too interested in money. You can see he's got like a money box there. Too interested in money, no emotion, no love. It could be if you are due some kind of inheritance, perhaps. You know, there's a potential that you could come into a lot of money somehow. This person could possibly be with you for the money, and that, I'm sorry if that's the case. It feels though that, again, just a reminder that this isn't everybody's reading. This is it could be something that you've dealt with in the past as well, just thinking about other people who I know who could find this relevant. I noticed I was up to the 40-minute mark. I was going to say I'm just going to stop and restart, and then it did it itself anyway. Okay, so let's read these. Number 9. I'm getting like feeling like disappointment and failure of like perhaps you threw yourself at this person. You really did feel like this person was meant for you. It looked really good on the surface, right, when you first sort of got into a relationship with this person, whether that's again work or whatever that is. And it's almost like you feel a bit stupid, you feel a bit ashamed that perhaps to kind of reach out to people and say, look, I need help, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Or you're embarrassed that it's like nothing's wasted. It's teaching you about yourself, about your perseverance. It's teaching you how to stand up for yourself, how to pick yourself back up, how to get out of that codependent relationship, which essentially is a life skill, right? It's a life skill to get over a broken heart. It's a life skill to be able to go the distance and persevere. It's a life skill to be able to recognize what relationships are there to make us stronger and to support us, and which relationships are based on false pretenses. So take it all as it's never wasted. Nothing's ever wasted. It's all teaching you life lessons. So I'm also getting that another way I can read this is like after heartbreak and deceit. These are kind of like the bookends of this life story. After this heartbreak and deceit from this past relationship where there was this manipulation, it's like the universe is then going to reward you with an equal relationship that is like, it's a bit chalk and cheese, right? It's a bit like you don't have to be exactly the same as this person, but they balance you out completely. Or it could be saying, look, this is making you stronger. It's balancing those energies out within yourself, which is what leads to the abundance. So, but I feel like this, watch out for these people who come creeping along, seeing this abundance, and they like come creeping in like, oh, hey, like you owe me money, or again, blackmail coming through there. Yeah, don't be scared of reopening that heart space to new loving relationships, because I think you're probably better at watching the warning signs, right? So perhaps you've had a bit of a series of bad relationships. Like, don't go for that same type of person. Go for the people who you know, really connect with you emotionally. But these people, they can manipulate you. They can make you think that they love you. This is the problem with them. But you're going to be better at spotting it. You're going to be better at spotting real love, people who are willing to give to you in relationships, and people who are here just because they want something from you, whatever that is. Right, okay, let's keep going. Grief and loss. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. This hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. And you do deserve it, okay? And it could be that this person's made you think that you can't get any better, but you can. You know, whatever they're selling, you don't want it anymore. What is it? All that glitters is not gold. And they're playing that Sia song again. With more than diamonds, what more than gold? Whatever it is. I don't need your money to have fun. I don't need your money to have a good time. Again, it could slightly different variations on the story coming through there. Passive, active, intuitive, logical. This card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclical energy moving in or out of your experience. Again, are you repeating? Are you in a never-ending story with something or someone or types of people? Do you keep falling for the wrong type of person? Okay, I was speaking specifically to a Scorpio then, and I know which one. So yeah, definitely, again, saying that the energy I'm picking up on, it doesn't have to be it's scorpionic energy, but it doesn't have to be you. I'm not saying that you're a horrible manipulative person, just kind of clarify again, you know, Scorpio, you are also a sign that is very, 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 very loving and really does value those connections in your life. You will fight for the people that you love. So again, that is something that other people can take advantage of. So I just really want to emphasize that I'm sorry, Scorpio, that you kind of get a bad rap sometimes in my readings, but it's not always you that I'm talking to. Okay, I don't know why the energy comes through in particular readings, but take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings in any way. You know, the message to the people coming to this reading is to have that confidence. Okay, I am on your side. Now I'm on your side, and so alive, and so alive. What is that? I'm going to stop and make sure I write it down. Okay, got it. I looked it up. It's So Alive by Ryan Adams, not Brian Adams. It's without the B. Ryan Adams. In your arms I'd stay forever if I could, forever if I may. Keep me in your thoughts, don't disappear. I am on your side and so alive. So alive it isn't real. If this is how I feel, then nothing now is true, and nothing now could ever be taken away from you. Okay. Disbelief perhaps in something. If you have met like the one, right? If you have met a soulmate, twin flame even, it's like a sense of disbelief about it. Too good to be true perhaps, but you know, you're worth it. In this upright position, it heralds a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. Again, pregnancy for somebody. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call for you to be passive, yielding, and reflective. So open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here, but somebody may have to take action if you have to get out of a situation. Number 3. Increasing wealth and value. This card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime with coins and new flowers blossoming all around. They even hang like fruit on the tree above. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way, like an inheritance. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming results take hold. This card upright indicates that the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labour to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. So I do pick up from time to time on somebody who owns like farming land, possibly a vineyard, and that's been coming through, or an orchard. Tends to be something related to drinks. So you know, like you turn apples into cider, you turn grapes into wine. So could be something there specifically for probably one person. But normally this indicates like you've done something. Now it could be literally planting seeds, it could be like doing some sort of work, paying it forward in some way, right, where it's like that karma's coming in. Again, you've got karma, please. Karma's coming in to kind of bring you opportunities or a payoff for some kind of investment you've made. Could be literally money and financial, could be life lessons. So we'll see what that is. I'm putting that with yin yang. We'll put it there. It's like if you've been the person always giving in relationships, it's like the universe has seen that, and now they're going to start to bring in connections into your life where people are willing to give back to you. Watch out for the people who are, if you do have money, who may be coming in sniffing around for the money, right? This always gives me a kind of Merchant of Venice vibe, Shylock, and I know that's a bit of a stereotype, and I don't want to be bringing stereotypes in, but it's like that pound of flesh thing. It's like somebody who very vindictive, and I've got a lot to say about the Merchant of Venice. We can go into it, but now's not the time. I'm just going to say the bits that are going in. So it's like somebody who just sees the money and not the person. Like they're quite willing to they don't value the life of the person, like they but then there's a speech, isn't it? I'm going to say man. I'm going to change the words slightly because I really like that speech if you say, because it's universal if you change it to man. So has not a man hands, if you prick us do we not bleed, if you tickle us do we not laugh, we're all the same at the end of the day. Like I feel like you're dealing with somebody who doesn't value, very narcissistic again, like again sociopathic almost, where it's like they see people as what value does this person have to me, what can this person do for me, so they're not seeing the person, as a human with like that thumbprint, right, that I was talking about, that individual person with, they don't understand, they have no compassion for somebody else's needs or emotions or wants or dreams. It's everything is like this person is just a tool in my toolbox to get me what I want and get me where I want to go. So really horrible energy coming through today. Sort of like just completely take out religion from that. That's not anything to do with the message that's coming through. Really don't like this energy. Let's read it though. Let's see what it says about it, and then I think I'm going to actually just remove that card from the reading. Hidden tactics, manipulation. This card comes as a warning that there may be some deception going on in your life. The person hiding behind the curtain is likely somebody you know or deal with, either personally or professionally. The duplicity could be regarding a personal issue, like someone spreading rumours or disrespecting you to others. Again, like this was talking about knowing your own truth, being authentic as well with that sing your own song, the canary spirit there. Or it could be in a business matter where details are being hidden or even manipulated. Be aware of what's going on in your life. The man behind the curtain is holding a bag of something valuable, so watch your money and your good name and make sure you have all the information you need to keep things honest and secure. A deeper layer of meaning may be that the deception is actually coming from within. Is there something you're lying to yourself about? In this case, the bag of valuables may be holding things like self-esteem, happiness, and even leisure time. Whether it's about your life or yourself, remember that the universe has a hard time sending you honouring experiences if your energy is shrouded in self-defeat. So yeah, you need to get yourself into high vibration, as difficult as that is, because the universe can't deliver this blossoming abundance if you're while your self-confidence is so low. You need to be there, like ready, up on your feet, fighting for the universe to be able to like properly reward you, because you have to take those opportunities, and you can't do that when you're on your knees. God, I feel so sick right now, and again I've got that like pain in my stomach. Right, deceit card. I'm gonna have to do something with you. Right, no, yeah, I'm not removing it from the reading because I think we have to look at these things and we have to look them in the eye. You know, there's no good hiding them, but I'm going to get some clear quartz and put it on there, just because I feel like that I need to do something with that card. I don't want that energy affecting you. So let's go. You yeeted out of the building. Shylock. Okay. Starfish spirit. Give me a card for the starfish spirit, please. Open to infinite possibility. Yeah, they're telling me to read the canary spirit. Yeah, no, they're not going to cooperate until they do it. Right, here we go. Everything in divine timing. Right, we're meant to read this card now. So number 12. Canary Spirit. Sing your own song. Don't worry about what people have told you. What is your authentic truth? Canary Spirit, and again, it's opening that throat chakra. Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what's in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine. As Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherent joy and to support you as you sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you're being called to fully be yourself. For only then will you find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your notes ring true. I almost want to leave you reading there. Okay, excuse me, you can just go up there for a bit. Okay then, go. We're talking about the Canary Spirit. You may have seen little birds. So if you see lots of small birds, just pay attention. That could be the universe trying to communicate with you. Perhaps even listen to birdsong. What does that invoke in you? What feelings does that bring to the surface? Is it inspiring in some way to listen to the birdsong? But yeah, specifically small birds. So there may have been, if something unusual has happened with like a small bird, perhaps one has come right onto your window ledge, or one's really caught your attention somehow. There could be something with that. Perhaps somebody has a canary. Could be somebody that you could potentially speak to. Justice, there you go. There's your karmic justice, high priestess. Whoa. As if we needed, oh yeah, watch out for false apologies though, that page of water there. I had that through in another reading this week. Yeah, absolutely. When you start to sing your truth, when you start to be authentic, that's when this karmic justice can come in for you. Like I've been getting a lot of like Libran and Scorpionic energy together in readings recently. So I don't know if somebody's on the cusp or if there's some kind of like Libran and Scorpionic energy working together in order, like in a protective way in the kind of universal energies. But yeah, the Justice card, so it's in the upright, so things are going to go your way. Justice will be served, karmic justice will be served. The scales, the universe is here to right the scales, and it may, the universe works in funny ways and unexpected ways. So it could be like you could be expecting some kind of big payout from a court hearing. I mean, it's looking favourable. You've got blossom in abundance, and that card up there was talking about you possibly getting some kind of income. So you could have like literally some kind of payout coming your way, or you could get, it could literally be like, right, you don't get the money but you get free, and that freedom is worth more, again, worth more than diamonds, more than gold. That keeps coming up. So the universe is going to give you what you need, not necessarily what you want, but you're going to get justice and you're going to be freed from the situation, I feel. Again, this can talk about contracts and things. So if you're signing contracts with the Canary, this is like, make sure that the contract serves you. Make sure that what you're signing up for is really what you want and what you authentically want. Okay, the High Priestess talks about intuition, feelings, just knowing things without really knowing why. Oh my goodness, I've got something else to say in a second as well. Working on a very almost like a psychic level of knowing. So again, this really feels like universal support, or using your intuition to guide you through possibly legal situations. But I feel like the numbers are really important here, and I've had this a few times this week. You had the number 22 card here. Okay, already number 22 card. So already I'm aware of synchronistic numbers. Now you also have 11, so 22, 11. You have another 2 here. You've got a 1 and 2 on this card. 1, 1, like 1. Look at all the 1s and 2s. Like, and I know there's other numbers here, but I've been getting this a lot with synchronistic numbers, especially ones and twos. So it's like I'll look at the time on my phone and it'll be like 12:21 or 12:12 or like 22:22. So if you're seeing this a lot, these number patterns, especially ones and twos, this is the universe trying to communicate with you. Synchronistic numbers, be aware of the signs. Yeah, absolutely. And it can twos as well, because this is a two. This is a two. Like if I put that back, like this is like a one going into a two. So if you've been on your own, if you've been, whether it's fighting something alone or whether you've not been in a relationship for a while, like you feel like you've been on your own for a while in some kind of situation, and that doesn't necessarily mean you can't be in a partnership with somebody, but in some kind of situation in your life you feel like you've been dealing with it alone. This is saying either there's another energy coming in to support you here. It could be this universal energy, like that's got your back, or it could be literally somebody in your life coming in and being like that rock for you, being that support for you. This is definitely like it takes two. They're giving me now. One can have a dream, baby. Two can make that dream so real. Yeah, so I feel like there's something coming in for you. It looks really, really good. Okay, let's keep going. Really gorgeous cards. Again, strong yin energy there. Like strong yin energy. Libra is a card, it's a very feminine sign, but it's got that solidity underneath it of the yang energy. It's actually a masculine cardinal sign. So, this real, it's like this gorgeous, soft approach that's coming through, this soft energy, but it's very firm. Like you don't push that high priestess around. She knows the truth. She sits there on that throne in front of that veil with all the knowledge. So, there could be knowledge. There could be a need for knowledge, like this strength in knowledge. I was talking about, and again, Cindy, like credit to Cindy, to Awakening Spirit. Definitely go and check out her channel if you haven't already, because she's amazing. Again, she's the person that I watch. So there could be something here to do with getting that legal advice, right? Getting that, knowing your facts, knowing the legal side of your situation, whatever you're dealing with, knowing exactly what the potential outcomes are here legally, because when you have that knowledge, you can sit in a very powerful position. So it's sort of talking about, I've dealt with things like debt collection agencies. I had when I rented a house once, it was basically a condition of renting this house that you had to sign up with a specific energy company, and luckily we did everything right. We took a photo of the meter when we moved in. We took a photo of the meter when we moved out, so we could evidence exactly how much we'd spent. We kept all our bills. We kept all our copies of our payments. So this energy company, they were a hot mess administratively. They would send us bills with different amounts on for the same period, different energy consumption for the same period. They would try and charge us twice for the same period. And eventually when we left, we did everything right, told them the final meter reading, told them the day we were moving out, and then after a while we started to get these debt collection letters saying you owe money to this company, and we were like, oh hell no, we've paid everything that we needed to pay, we've got all the documents to support it. But it was an absolute nightmare to deal with this company. So I went to Citizens Advice, which again gives legal aid. It's a charity in the UK. Shout out Citizens Advice, you're amazing. But they tell you exactly what to do. They tell you the best course of action to take. They tell you exactly where you stand legally. And they were basically, no, this energy company don't have a leg to stand on. They're ridiculous. And they spoke to the debt collection agency, explained what was going on. We sent everything to the debt collection agency, who must have been really annoyed with this company for messing them around. And eventually we had to take it to the ombudsman, which is like an impartial energy a regulator, and of course we had all the evidence, but this ridiculous company was still trying to fight their corner, not having a leg to stand on, and eventually we got a payout from the company for our wasted time. So again, it's knowing where you stand legally, knowing the services that are available to you, having all your facts, having all the evidence that you need in a situation, which allows you to stand firm and to have that peace of mind that everything is going to be fine because you're in the right. And eventually justice pays out. Funny, I was actually giving birth to my son. I was in labour like about to have my son when we got the phone call from the ombudsman saying it's sorted. You're gonna get a payout. Yeah, funny story there. Right, let's get you. But what I'm saying is like having that, knowing where you stand, knowing the facts of the situation, knowing your legal rights allows you to stand in that wonderful, gentle yin energy of being firm, being grounded, and just knowing that everything's going to be fine in the end, because karma. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Sorry, Mum. Again, my mum's a Scorpio. She's lovely. She's nothing like that horrible manipulative energy that's coming through. I was hearing karma, bitch. Really like that. Like, did you hear that tummy rumble? I've not had breakfast yet. That to me, I am taking that as a sign of like a lion in your stomach, the stomach of a king, right? Standing there, your stomach's growling with that confidence, with that, like, you're not messing around with me. I'm standing here firm. So taking that tummy growl as a sign from the universe that you need to be strong like a lion, right? Get that knowledge. Knowledge is power. You can empower yourself through knowing your legal rights. I'm going to stop and restart while we get this card. That's so funny. I love that my tummy decided to embarrass me now on the internet. That was a very loud tummy grumble, but I like it. It's my lion in my tummy. No pushing me around. I'm a Libra, right? I know my rights. Right, okay. Heart and stomach of a king, and a king of England too. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Okay, let's have a read. Be bold and make the first move. Whoa, might be the first legal move. Again, cardinal, talking about cardinal energy. That Libra is a cardinal sign. Maybe you're on the cusp. Yeah, know your strength, know your power. I feel like the Libran energy has your back at the moment though, universally. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. It's funny, I opened it on new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. Work through your fears, be bold and take the first move, get that information that you need, and bring love into the situation. I was saying that it's very feminine, very loving, and I was talking about how Bess was kind of like attacking my arm and I responded with love. So, yeah. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. Again, my throat's closing up so much in this reading. So this is the time to move forwards. And again, as I say, Jupiter and Saturn have just moved into Aquarius. I think my tummy's about to rumble again, just fair warning. The new moon in Aquarius means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on both whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. Okay, that doesn't mean that you have to work alone. You know, you can, but don't be codependent. So you can go to other people for advice, you can go to other people for support, but at the end of the day, you need to be the one to take the action, because that empowers you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may be able to. There's my tummy rumble. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Attune to the moon. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. But knowledge is power. So who has the knowledge? Who can give you that wisdom? And who can help you out of a situation? Again, it's kind of conflicting energy about whether you need to be to put things into somebody else's hands or whether you need to be the one to take control. So take it as it resonates. If you feel like if you feel like you have no power in a situation, who can help you, whether that's by giving you knowledge and empowering you, or literally holding your hand and pulling you through the situation. I gave Citizens Advice the right to speak on my behalf as my advocate, but I was the one who made the move to contact them in the first place. So could be a bit of both for you. Attune to the moon. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but who you know. Additional meanings from this card. You need to be more detached from this situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. interesting. Funny that I saw Russell Brand working at a food bank on YouTube this morning. He's all about the karma, isn't he? Yeah, I hope that was helpful to you. This is your card here, by the way, Scorpio. This is your energy, this gorgeous High Priestess energy of being that calm, knowing, firm, intuitive legend that you literally are. So you're going to be good. You're going to be groovy. You're going to be groovy, baby. I do hope that was helpful to you. I'm sorry for the rockiness of that reading, but again, I asked for the most powerful, most important message to come through that's going to do the most good. So the people who need to hear it are going to get their messages. If you're fine and dandy, if you're like, yeah, nothing going on for me at the moment, I'm fine, I'm in a great relationship, I love my work, then this just isn't the reading for you. So please try and acknowledge that we're supporting the person who really needs support right now. Yeah, take care, Scorpio, and I will be back with you again soon. Bye bye.